I got us a new addition to the podcast.
Okay.
He's a lucky bird.
Okay.
We're gonna have to figure out a name for him.
I'll name him more useless shit for my apartment. Oh, he's actually adorable. He's got a little top hat on.
Yeah.
What a handsome boy.
All right, let me read the instructions real quick.
Pass him over here.
Assemble the bird.
He just kind of moves back and forth,
Find
huh?
a short glass. Oh no, I grabbed a tall glass. Shit. I gotta grab a short glass. Short glass. Fill the glass with water and place it in front of the bird. Tilt the bird to dunk its beak into the glass so that its head gets soaked wet. Carefully slide the neck up or down through the collar to adjust the height of the bird's head.
I thought you were bringing a friend, not a goddamn science project.
Now let the bird bob on its own in front of the glass. Sit back in wonder as the bird continuously drinks water from the glass without stopping for days. Keep the glass full so you can keep your drinking bird satisfied. And maintain a temperature of 25 degrees Celsius or 76 degrees Fahrenheit for best results. I guess I need a smaller glass. Here we go, folks. Can we do it? I feel
Oh
good.
shit, I actually think that this is going to work. Check it.
See, it's loading up now, dude.
Check it.
It's drinking.
Damn, it's thirsty. She fucking thirsty.
Look at the one little feather they put on the back there. That's so cute. While she's drinking here, it's our 21st podcast right now. You're filming everything, right? We have everything on right now?
Yep. Oh. Unfortunately, all that was captured.
You can edit that later. But I got to get my shot into my my energy drink here. I decided not to go with beer today. I'm trying to count the calories right now. Oh my God, it adjusted again. Like it bubbled up again.
You know what? I'm gonna mess with it as we go.
Yeah, maybe it just needs to be adjusted a little bit. But I'm just getting my Bacardi out. Bacardi Superior, Bacardi Silver, I guess. From Puerto Rico. I didn't know. Whoa. Oh, she's done. We're going to get this now. All right, let me get my drink ready. 21st podcast, people.
Podcast is old enough to drink.
We are mature now.
So we will as well. You're drinking Bacardi and Bang. I'm drinking a local brew from Colorado, Golden, Colorado.
The best local brew.
Coors.
Light.
Oh!
Whoa, dude. Did it just fucking do it on its own?
It just drank.
You're kidding me. But now, is it...
It dives in a little bit, takes a little sip.
Dude,
you know, he's just staying hydrated. He doesn't need to drink too much.
Science is amazing, people.
You know, all the magic or all the science is actually happening in the green feather on his ass. I made that up because I don't know what's happening.
We're so close. I think he just needs to be adjusted like a little bit more or something.
No. He takes sips, buddy.
Oh, it bubbles.
He just takes sips. So look if you just give him time.
You're kidding me.
Just give him a little time.
This is gonna be the best podcast ever.
It's just us watching this fucking bird. If you look right now, you see the solution, whatever it is, slowly
it's
going
blood.
up his neck.
That's his blood.
It's his blood.
It's
his
red.
life. His life fluid. Yeah. It's my sperm. Something's torn in there. It just comes out red.
Did you give me the creaky chair again?
No. You just are like really hyper today. It's fucking
I'm excited.
stressful.
I've been waiting for this bird.
Okay.
But I think you're right. I think it's going to bubble up again eventually, and he's going to take another drink.
Actually, I think it's going to happen soon.
Anytime now.
Real soon. It's going to happen. real soon.
Oh,
don't you fucking
sorry,
bump it.
I shouldn't bump.
He's a very nervous drinker.
My feet get moving. Everybody, I get a lot of comments now on our podcast saying that my feet don't stop moving. Apparently,
yeah. A lot of people liken you to toddlers. They try to guess calorie count.
Today, Dalton did 3 miles. That was a good round.
All right, come on, you fucking bird. Okay.
Maybe, you know what's weird though is it is moving though. It's not in the same spot.
Moving. Eventually, it will drop.
When we're just talking, we should probably start talking.
You know what? That's the thing.
Pretend like we're not interested.
Yeah. Maybe
because he found out we were drinking, and he's like, "Whoa, dude!"
You've heard the saying, "A watch pot never boils. A watch bird never drinks."
Dude, this guy's like, "Chill out, man. I just want to get a sip of water without you guys fucking going crazy." Jeez.
How was your week today, buddy? Or how was your week? Yeah, tell me about your week.
It's good, man. I've ever since I got booted again, I fucking have been hustling on eBay trying to list shit. And when I'm listing on eBay, I watch like television, and I've been on YouTube watching all the seasons of Gordon Ramsay's Hell's Kitchen.
Okay.
All right. I'm assuming Gordon Ramsay owns this, but like all of Gordon Ramsay's stuff's on YouTube. So, which is nice for you because you have that YouTube Premium or whatever. Which this week I got so pissed off at the YouTube ads. I'm gonna end up buying the YouTube thing now.
Yeah.
There's this one ad that kept playing with Miley Cyrus, and Dolly Parton is like calling her up and was like, "Do it for the phones," and then it shoots to Miley Cyrus, "Do it for the phones," and there's like these choir behind her, and this I'm trying to I'm watching Kitchen Nightmares and trying to do work, but this fucking ad will keep coming on, and I'll skip it. And sometimes it'll come back again, even right after I skipped it, or it'll just come back every 3 minutes, man. And it just about drove me insane.
It's Verizon Wireless. Do it for the
Boost
phones?
Mobile.
Boost Mobile?
Yeah.
Well, buddy, I've used YouTube Premium for a really long time. And it's because go to your settings one day and just look at how much time you spend on YouTube.
Sure.
It is my main source of media.
Sure.
And I am not... YouTube is insane with ads.
I know.
They run so many of them. And creators just shove those fucking ads 6 times into their 10-minute video.
Right. They can choose to put a bunch more in.
And, I mean, however much time you spend on YouTube, the $9 a month is worth your time in ads alone.
I was wondering what it cost if it was 15 or 20 or something. I just assumed it'd be that much.
I think there's an individual plan and that there's a family plan too. I think the family plan's $15. You can have 5 members. Well,
anyways, we're not really trying to push YouTube Premium right now. I mean, if YouTube wants to sponsor us or something, that'd be sweet.
I don't think YouTube will ever be sponsoring us. They're like, you guys can put videos on our platform, your cute little videos.
Just leave us alone. Just don't talk to us at all.
Hey, don't mention us. For the love of God, we don't want to be associated
with friends with you.
Your fucking bird.
Stop acting like we talk to you. So I'm watching Kitchen Nightmares, man, and it's very repetitive every season. He kind of does the same thing. I'm almost getting to the point where I feel like I could compete in this TV show, even though I can't cook a beef Wellington to save my life. But every season, after a few people get cut, he does a blindfolded taste test. Oh, man, we're close here. It's getting there.
Yeah, it's small adjustments.
Yeah. And the blindfolded taste test always amazes me because as this is a few episodes in, so you kind of know the characters already, and you kind of have some picks of oh yeah, I think that guy's gonna win, or maybe them. And it's usually based a lot on like their experience and like, you know, they're already an executive chef somewhere, but they'll also bring some other people in that are just like home chefs or personal chefs or whatever.
Okay.
And so, you know, you're basing off of that. But then what happens is he has this blindfolded taste test, man. And it almost changes the game because you see how good they are. I guess how good their palate is what I should say. And it always blows my mind, dude, because, like...
Oh, Gordon isn't blindfolded, the people are?
He blindfolds them.
Oh, I thought he was blindfolded and then he tastes their food.
No, dude. He's done it once or twice on the show, just, like, randomly tasted their dish, and he'll just call it all out. He's like, oh yeah, there's some carrot and cinnamon. And he'll literally list every fucking thing in your dish.
Interesting.
And... what usually happens is first he'll do a blindfold taste test. Each person will be like headphones with loud music going, and they'll be blindfolded. And he'll like tap them on the shoulder so they open their mouth, and he'll put a little piece of food in. And
they have music playing so they don't hear the flavors.
Well, so they don't hear.
Oh, this sounds like cinnamon.
They don't hear anybody like trying to cheat or something like it's cinnamon, you know. Or something.
Got it.
And then you'll tap them again. And open up their headphone and like, what is it? And then they'll say, you know, whatever they think it is. And it's so wild how it's just is so off. You know what I mean? It's like he gives them a carrot and they say it's like a, you know, chicken or something, and you're like, what? Or, you know, it's just, I swear, man, it's just like you would never guess some of the things that they say that it is. But then you have these people that get a lot right, and you're like, holy shit, how can you just not even...
Oh, I'm connecting dots here. Dalton texted me a few days ago, and he's like, how about we blindfold each other and feed each other random ingredients, and we have to guess what they are. And all I was thinking was like, fuck off, dude. Like, I'm not going to be tricked by you into eating raw liver again.
No, this is like... I mean, it'll probably be funny because, you know, we're going to put a carrot in your mouth and then you're going to say it's, something ridiculous, like, that makes no sense at all. And so, yeah, that's kind of why I brought it up, too, is I think that would be a funny skit to do later.
It would be.
We'll get our own ingredients to taste out. And then we can do another one maybe with our significant others in it. And we can maybe challenge them or challenge each other as a couples or something like that. That could be another video later. But I don't know. Palate testing. That was the whole theme there.
Do you think your palate is up to the task?
I don't think so, man. I don't.
Do you dislike a lot of foods?
No, I like everything pretty much.
Same, yeah.
But
that's where I think the problem is. Like, I'm not picky about food. I'll eat whatever I can.
And I mash it all together and put it in my
Same.
mouth, dude.
And I think maybe it's because I don't have a refined palate. Like, everything just kind of tastes similar enough that I like it all.
I'm really curious about bringing my girlfriend into this because I know she's eaten the fine dining all her life, you know.
Oh, really?
I feel like she could appropriately, name whatever we give her. Because there's been times where I've cooked and she's called it out on me. Like, is this from like the freezer or something? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you caught. You know what I mean?
Well, I see that.
There's definitely this. She knows when I cut corners in the kitchen right away, dude. Right away.
Interesting.
She has a much better palate, so I don't know.
I like watching supercuts of Gordon Ramsay saying mean things to people.
Oh, that was the other reason why I watched this too, is because I've seen some of these episodes in the past, but YouTube has it uncensored.
Okay.
And I've never seen these where he's, you fucking cunt. You know what I mean? They're like straight up calling him out. Not and call him out for whatever's wrong with him. You fat pig. You know, and they're just those big. It's like, why don't you fucking go eat some more? You know, and just whatever's wrong with him, he'll just ream him for it, man.
What's really funny is that I used to watch these like supercuts of Gordon Ramsay get angry with my buddy, and I don't know how the Hell's Kitchen thing is set up, but when he gets really pissed off at someone, he tells them to fuck off upstairs, which I guess upstairs is like the wait. You have to wait there for the rest of the show now, or something like that, until we're doing eliminations. But we didn't watch the show, so without context, hearing someone to say "fuck off upstairs," like "go fuck off upstairs." So me and my buddy would just yell that at each other whenever we were mad, just "fuck off upstairs." And then you watch Gordon Ramsay on his like personal YouTube channel where he's like making grilled cheese with his daughter. And it's like, it's literally the wholesome, sweetest thing ever. And the difference between those two videos is so alarming. It's so funny.
Now, what else is interesting is in those videos, I've watched a few of them. He'll have his daughter with him, and he'll give her like a spice, and he'll be like, "What is this?" And then she'll taste it, and that's coriander. You know what I mean? Like, could you do that? You know?
Me, no, definitely not. Yeah,
that's what I'm, even just like the spice. I wonder how. Oh man, but it's something you have to learn. But that's the next thing on that show is after that challenge, Gordon will make a dish, and then he'll have everybody taste it, and then he'll say, "All right, now you have to copy the dish completely." You know,
right?
So that's where, like, you know, that's where your palate would really come in handy, I guess. I don't know if that's what it really takes to become a good cook. You know what I mean? Are you if that's your passion? What if your palate was shitty? Or if you're like a smoker or something, I guess your palate would be off too. I don't know.
That's funny you say that, because I feel like back at Cafe Mississippi, the chefs were smoking in the kitchen, like putting their ashes into the mashed potatoes.
fucking Sundays after everybody's coming from church, we're doing these brunches.
Dude, 100%. Because back in those days, I was a cigarette smoker. I was like,
oh, I forgot. You did used to smoke cigarettes.
Yeah, and I mean, I must have been, I don't know, 15, 16 working in that kitchen, and I was smoking in the kitchen.
Yeah. Fucking down there by the dishwasher, nobody cares, man. Just say,
yeah,
get those dishes done, boy.
Right. Oh, man. Listen, buddy, that thing is going to take a lot of research. It's going to probably a YouTube video or two. I like her or him. I think we've been calling her a her. So I'm going to continue that.
Are you ready for the Google stock split?
The 20-to-1 stock split. I just heard about this yesterday. Do you own any shares of Google? Kelsey has a share. They're like $3,000 a piece.
I know. I own like a partial share. Oh, you do? So when partial? It does split, I'm gonna own like 2. I don't own a full share of Google. I've just every time I put in a little bit of money, I put $5-10 towards Google and Microsoft. And
I think Kelsey bought a share of Google a couple years ago when it was like $1,500 or something. Wow. Now it's $3,000-ish.
Nice.
But yeah, it's 20-to-1 stock split. So shares will be like $150 a piece. And I don't know. I'm more comfortable with my long-term investments just being.
So far, I've been into 2 stock splits.
Tesla.
Apple and Tesla. And they both have just skyrocketed since the splits. Done really well.
Yeah, I believe that.
I don't know. I'm going to try to buy a couple when it splits.
Going to buy a couple?
I mean, I should be buying now before the split, really.
Right. I'll be curious to see what happens. I'm not going to mess around with it, though. Other than I think Kelsey will just keep her 20 shares.
$2,000 or $3,000 a share is a lot of money.
Yeah, for sure. what's really cool though is, I mean, 20 shares is $3,000. You'd have to buy, what would you have to spend? You'd have to spend $15,000 in order to start selling options contracts.
Yeah.
If you own 100 shares.
Yeah, that's going to be quite a while before I get to that level. I finally did sell a few option contracts, but it's with some penny stocks right now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to work my way up to something slightly higher than a penny stock right now.
Yeah.
Whatever. I mean, I have like this long-term portfolio in the stock market, and I've kind of been trying to figure it out. You know, it's been like I've been changing. At first, it was like all this risky stocks, and then now I'm like, okay, let's chill out on the risky stocks. It kind of seems like the stock market's going to be in a little recession for a while, you know, until
maybe. I mean, it's seemed like that for 2 or 3 years now. Oh, any day now. Any day now, we're going to recede or correct or recede.
Yeah, that's people have been like fearing this housing market bubbles, popping, and then I've been hearing this other guy like talk about there's just less houses available and so many people. I don't know if it's immigration or they're not building them fast enough or what, man, but he was trying to correlate the 2008 crash to what could happen now, and he said there was just way more houses on the market, so it really could crash pretty easily, but I don't know. I'm not
Also, they were building houses like crazy back in Phoenix.
Right. Yeah, that's the other thing I was wondering too. Is
in Arizona, they were building so many houses so rapidly, and in areas that weren't developed yet. Like, these houses are in the desert. You know what I mean? Like, suburbs away from everything.
Yeah. They just found some land and started building.
Right.
So, I don't know, man. I'm kind of trying to keep an eye on that because I'm looking for a house right now, and this whole COVID thing happened and people weren't paying their rents, and so we're just thinking this bubble's going to pop any minute now, because if you were somebody that was owning these houses and renting out and then nobody's paying you rent anymore, like, what, are you going to get a stimulus to pay for that? Like, or, loans?
Back when I was in property management, and this was like a real fear, you could file evictions as long as your loan wasn't through one of the lending companies that got help.
But there was those eviction
moratoriums,
yeah.
We still had the power to evict.
Interesting.
So, it's the people who are really concerned about, these people are going to have to pay back their stuff, and when that happens, all these people are going to be evicted.
Right.
That's already happened.
Okay.
That's over by now. Also, the market is so forward looking. Like, all this shit's priced in.
Sure.
None of this is a shocker to the real, like, money makers and investors out there.
I don't know. You just kept seeing all these like news headlines, like a third people aren't paying their rents right now. And what's happening to those people?
I don't know see, the news, their whole objective is just to get you to watch, and fear is a nice motivator for that.
Now, during COVID, my dad bought a tax lien house.
Oh, I was looking at these yesterday.
Did I tell you this?
No.
Story?
Tell me everything. I'm really curious about this. I was literally looking yesterday, and the tax lien auctions are in November for Denver.
It's very interesting. For you guys that don't know, if you fall behind on your taxes on your house, it's not good. somebody could potentially buy your house for the taxes on it. However, you have time to pay them back, a lot of time to pay it back. And they basically, what happened with my dad was he knew these people, I believe, and both of them lost their jobs because of COVID. and so they weren't paying their rent and weren't paying the taxes on the house, and shit was hitting the fan. And so he I better
doggy
chill for a second.
You've had enough water. We can get the dog to drink endlessly, but the fucking bird won't take one sip.
So yeah, he knew these people and he worked out the contract with them. It's a tax lien contract, meaning that he owns the house until they can pay the taxes back. So they worked out like a monthly thing, and I believe they paid him the mortgage payment every month or something like that along those lines.
So the way that I was looking it up and it works here is that after someone defaults for, I think, 2 years of taxes, and all efforts have been taken, in November, their expenses, their tax bill plus all late fees and everything like that, go to auction.
Yeah.
And then you can bid on it. Starting bid is all the taxes and late fees. Mm-hmm. And then if I think that it's worth it, I'll bid more. And you can bid up past the taxes owed. Whoever wins that, then it's their responsibility to collect that from the people who live there. And if those people don't pay them after X amount of days, then they own the house.
Interesting. I've never heard of the bidding version. I follow a few guys on TikTok that do this, and they say they just get the list from the city of people that are owed taxes, and then they physically call them up and say, hey, you're behind on your taxes, I can help you out with this, kind of a deal. And they work out the contract with them directly. Right.
I think what most people's goal behind it is, I'll buy your debt and then you can pay me back X amount of dollars a month and there will be interest.
I believe that's what my dad worked out.
Right. I think that's why most people buy them. But if they fail to pay you back, then you end up owning the home.
You end up owning the home for pennies on the dollar of what it's worth.
Right. Sometimes it's like $5-6 grand.
From my dad's scenario, they ended up getting their jobs back and they ended up paying back everything. And he just ended up making basically a little bit of interest on the money. But he also had to put up that cash. And I don't know what it was, 10-15 grand or something. I don't know what,
right.
So interesting. I've been looking into those a little bit too. Some of these people I follow on TikTok, they say like only 10% of the houses they do this for will actually not pay them back, and they'll end up keeping them. So
of course,
it's a really small percent.
Yeah, I mean, especially if like your risk is you're going to lose your house over, 5 to 10 grand.
Yeah, like
you're going to find
grand.
That money.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to bring that up. We're always talking about business ventures. So we've covered stocks and real estate because we're
so knowledgeable about both. None of this is financial advice. We're actually idiots.
I know, right?
Just two dumbasses talking about things they
like we know what's going on.
Yeah, we know enough to think that we're experts.
We have our hand on the market, trust me.
Yeah, finger on the pulse.
We're pretty much setting the trends.
Right.
I mean, when we do things, everybody follows. Oh, so how's this Ethereum conference you started the other day? Or is it done? Or is it going?
No, I'm going today for the first time. It's ETH Denver. It's the largest Web3 conference that is in the US, maybe the world, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, it was free to get into. You just had to be accepted. You just had to fill out an application. Then you got the invite. I'm going today. My first. It's a convention, but it's just a bunch of conferences. There's a bunch of conference halls, things happen. The first conference I was signed up for is actually in 10 minutes.
Oh.
But
what was that on?
That was on NFTs.
Ooh.
But there's some really weird and interesting ones. Like there's a VR opera.
Ooh.
Okay. And
so
like
you can watch the opera.
It's an opera about Web3, which to me sounds so fucking dumb. I have to go check it out. There's a bunch of different like video games on Web3 and things like that. There's a bunch of like, once you get invited, you can download this app and you set a schedule for yourself, because there's a bunch of different conferences going on at one time that you're kind of picking and choosing which ones you're going to go to. And yeah, the first one I had signed up for is at 2, but I'll just miss that one.
What I wanted to ask you today is this game called Roblox.
Okay.
I don't know anything about it, and I'm wondering if you knew a little bit more. You can fill me in on it. What do you know about Roblox?
Roblox is super interesting.
Yeah.
For a long time, when I first heard about Roblox, I thought it was one game. I thought it was just a game where people could make a character and then like do like a little chat, like they can hang out in this world.
Right.
But it's actually a lot cooler than that. You can design video games within using the Roblox like server. And what happens is these little kids are designing video games within this platform, and they're charging 100 Robux is the currency of this place. It's called Robux. And you spend Robux to play their game. And Robux, the company, gets a portion of that.
Yeah.
But then you get a larger portion because you made the game.
Sure.
So there are these like 13-year-old kids who are making real money.
Right.
By building video games within this platform. I think Roblox is super interesting. I've never played it, but I've watched a lot of people play Roblox games.
Interesting. Sorry, this edit sucks. My doggy is rambunctious today, man. This dog is going crazy. But I really want to talk about Roblox because, first of all, I'm very interested in the whole crypto video game industry. And I say crypto, but it's really, what do you want to say, metaverse or? Oh my God, it's working! Oh, he took a drink!
Let's fucking go. Oh my God. Who cares about crypto? Wow. God damn.
That is entertainment, folks.
God damn.
He just took a drink by himself. We didn't touch, did you touch it?
I'm just watching.
I didn't touch it. Brinley's over there eating a bone. We're talking about video game cryptocurrency and shit. So, wow, that was cool. Well, I mean, we already live in this world where you play video games and then like you spend extra money for these skins and everything, and then there's going to be this like more of a easy transition from it's not just a video game anymore. It's like your real world is integrated into this virtual world, and it's everything's just so integrated. And Roblox, I teach kids jujitsu mainly every day, and I hear a lot of these kids just chit chattering about, he's got a Roblox, and then this other kid, he doesn't have a phone or a Switch. I don't know what they even play it on or something, but
okay.
It is quite the chatter right now between these like 10-year-old kids right now.
I think it's the coolest part about it is getting a kid excited to create something that's interactive, and it's skills that will carry on for their life.
Is it similar to Minecraft or
no? So the
because it's like blocky people.
It's blocky people. That's why people make that comparison.
Yeah.
But no, it really can be whatever you want it to be. When Squid Games came out, somebody had built Squid Games in Roblox.
Nice.
And like an actual playable 100 people come in, one person wins version of Squid Games. And all the big YouTubers were playing it. All the big streamers were playing it. And it really could have been built by like a fucking 13-year-old. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's
now
awesome.
it's cooking. Now it's cooking.
Bro!
But I can tell you that as far as other video games that involve like NFTs or crypto,
right?
There's a game that I play currently called Skyweaver, and it's a trading card game.
I've never heard of that one.
It just open beta just came out. I was part of closed beta, but open beta is out now, and it's a trading card game. And there's different like leaders, and you build different decks, and you compete against other people to place on this like tier ladder. And there are competitions, and the prizes are like slightly more like pimped out versions of cards that you might already have, which exist as NFTs. So they're part of your wallet, and you can then sell them to another player.
Cool.
So it's a free to play game.
And just setting you up with NFTs easily.
Yeah, and because I was part of the closed beta, I got 3 crystals. I think they were like amethyst crystals or something like that. And holding a crystal in your wallet changes the color of your name in game.
Ooh.
So it distinguishes you from like some fucking pleb who just downloaded it.
Started, yeah.
But the cool thing is that they gave everyone who was part of closed beta 3. You only need 1 to change your name. So they purposefully gave you
something to trade.
Something to sell.
Or sell. Oh.
They purposely gave you profit for being a part of their game.
Yeah.
And that's like, there's a lot of really cool things like that can be done for people who are early supporters of the game or your game, and you're trying to incentivize them to play it. Because for so long, like the incentivization to play Apex Legend is the season is coming to an end. I got to get these skins. I got to get these weapon skins. I got to
rank.
My rank's got to go up. But that is, you're not really getting anything, right? Other than maybe something flashy that other people can see.
Right.
Now imagine actually owning that flashy thing that you could then sell.
Yeah.
So you're being monetarily incentivized to play the game.
Right. I can't get anything from Apex and then sell it again. It's just I can buy things. I have a cool skin, but it's not like I have a one-of-a-kind skin that nobody else has that I can sell to somebody.
Right. Now imagine this season Apex has done a collaboration with Jurassic Park. And the skin is like a Velociraptor skin, and it says Lost World on it. Yeah, that thing's cooking now. You figured it out.
We got it, dude.
So you work hard. You work your way up the ladder. Doink. You get the skin, and then 6 months from now, there is a contractual dispute, and Jurassic Park says, I don't want that on your thing anymore. Well, Apex will just take it from you. It's no problem for them to then delete it.
Right.
But if you actually held it on your wallet, it's yours.
They can't take it.
Right. And it exists forever. You can still sell it. Let's say you get sick of playing Apex. Well, you've invested hundreds of hours into it.
2,000.
You've invested 2,000 hours into it. And let's say you're moving on to the next game. Your 2,000 hours didn't actually net you anything. Right. But it could have. And that's the future of crypto, NFTs, Web3 coming to video games.
Wow. Interesting. What about, man, I guess I've been trying to research a little bit more into this whole like metaverse and buying land and everything, but I've also heard from people into it that's already super expensive. I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
It is expensive, and also anybody can create a meta world right now. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. You could buy land in their meta world, and then in 5 years, that's not even on anyone's radar. That's not the popular place to be. So,
but what if Facebook comes out with one, man, or Google or something?
Facebook's metaverse,
well, they're coming out with one, yeah.
Is not better than ones that have existed for like 5 or 6 years. You know what I mean?
Ooh, okay.
So I think it's interesting. The biggest problem for me with it is their whole goal and their whole presentation about it was just ways for you to spend money. Like, oh, you want to come see this concert in the virtual world? Sick. Fee. You want to come to the after party? Fee. You want to buy merch from the concert? Fee. And it's like, it could be so much more than just this evil fucking company to make more money by investing in almost nothing except something virtually. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's much cooler things that can be done with it, like the video game stuff we were talking about.
Yeah.
If you want people to play the video game, not only make it addicting, but incentivize them. And that's what interests me the most.
I know. It's got to have some utility.
Definitely. There's an NFT project that I'm really excited about. The first one that I bought into in any real way is by a YouTuber by the name of Nerd City. And Nerd City makes these incredible YouTube videos, and he does like deep dives on specific topics, and they're well edited, they're well thought out, and they take months to make. And he announced this NFT project called Dead Avatars. And his whole idea behind it is to boil it down to like the base utility is a one-time Patreon fee. So you could subscribe to his Patreon for $15 a month for a year and pay the same amount as if you just bought one of these NFTs. Because with the NFT, you get access into a private channel in a Discord server where he actually communicates with you. I have this NFT. He's replied to me. He's like, it's really cool.
Right.
And then the other things that he's giving away, this is mind-blowing. At the end of this latest video he did, when he finally announced it, he said, I'm going to airdrop 2,000 NFTs for free. That's what an airdrop is. You don't have to pay any gas fees. It's a free NFT. And they're not the dead avatars, but they're...
I've been a part of one or two crypto airdrops in my life, but they were shit projects or something. They just went to nothing.
Check this one out, dude.
Yeah.
So it's what this airdrop is it's the size of like a Pokemon card. Like that's the shape it's in, right? And it's a character that he plays in in his videos. That comes up a lot. And I've signed up for it. I've given him my ETH address, so I get the card for free. Later on, I think tomorrow, he'll be collecting actual addresses because he got a company to print physical trading cards that directly match the NFT he airdropped you.
Oh,
he'll sign it.
Sick.
He signs it on the back. He writes down the last 4 digits of your wallet so that this card is directly connected with the actual NFT.
Version, yeah.
So if you were to sell them, I mean, you can sell the NFT, and to incentivize people to buy it, you can also send them the physical card.
It's like it's like double the payment there. You have a whole extra thing to sell.
And he's doing all these collabs.
Did you get one? Just one?
Yeah, just one. But I've bought 3 of the...
You didn't have your wife create an account too? Like, wifey, get an account.
We
need the NFTs.
Maybe I should have.
She don't do shit. Like, Cody, shut up.
She actually thinks that this is a cool thing.
Okay.
He's partnered with other YouTube creators who are going to be featured in these NFTs, one of which is Max Mofo.
Oh.
And I fucking love Max Mofo.
That's your dude. That's your fave.
I'm just extremely excited about an NFT project that they have aspirations down the road of other projects, like maybe a comic book thing, things like that. But the only piece of utility that he's promising is this is a one-time Patreon purchase. You get the whole this cool piece of art.
What did you pay?
0.05 ETH.
So
that's a minting
3,000
fee
right now. I
think ETH. Well, I think ETH was like 2,500, and then at 0.05 is like $200. Yeah. It's like a year of Patreon, or 1 or 2 years of Patreon.
But you also have like, does that give you like does he make extra videos and shit too, or is it just for his Discord group for the Patreon thing?
Right now, because this is a brand new project. Like, you literally just minted the thing. You don't even know what it looks like, other than he's showing example things. It's just that. It's just the private access into the Discord server.
Right. Okay. I've seen there's a lot of different Patreons and stuff, and I've been trying to, some stock people will have the Discord groups and Patreons.
Right. Yeah, for that. Definitely.
I like another one I've thought about doing the Discord group for is this Tesla Time News. Is it just a podcast that I watch all the time because they're just like constantly putting on whatever's going on with Tesla every time a new charge station gets put up, they tell you about it, and like it's just I like the little pod. It's a dad and his son, and they just I don't know. I like it.
Is access restricted behind a paywall?
They have a Patreon that they just put extra videos out. If you pay the $1 a month, you get to see extra content.
Right.
But their extra content is a lot of the times like projects that they're looking at. Like, for example, one of my biggest stock portfolio hits was from them, a company called Arcimoto.
Oh, yeah, you've talked about them here before.
A little bit, yeah. The three-wheel electric car company. They've been a company for a couple of years, but they finally started getting cars out this year, some last year, or something like that. And I found out through them, and, when the stock was less than $1, and it went all the way up to $30, and then now it's back to like 7, 8, 9 or something. So it had this crazy boom, and I hope it's gonna be. I'm gonna kill you, dog. I hope it's gonna be just like what's that company called? Polaris or something. Like when you think of like Polaris ATVs or something, like so I look at that company, I'm like, this could be the next Polaris, where they can just do the same thing but electric vehicles and ATVs and little 3-wheel vehicles. And anyways, I'm going on and on about random Patreon YouTube accounts. I want to rewind a little bit because I finally started working on my YouTube channels again after a couple months of hiatus. I did some new like logos and made some new like little intro clips and things that some recurring segments that are gonna go on. I'm gonna put these little clips in. So finally started working again, and I know you and I have talked about the next stages of our channel, because we kind of we're opening Pokemon cards and other shit, and now it's like, let's go to the next level and the next level. And I was, you were just talking about this new game you were playing. You were the beta version of it or whatever. And do you ever want to like film yourself doing these beta games and testing these games out and stuff like that? I know you do Twitch, but would you ever do that for the YouTube as well or stuff like that? I know you did a couple of gaming things, like the horror gaming, but then that was it, almost. Like, you didn't want to film any more gaming on YouTube, or why did not?
Oh, I could walk you through this whole thing. So originally with the YouTube, I streaming on Twitch, and I was like, I will just break down each stream to the funniest components and put those on YouTube. Well, then that is a lot of work. You stream for 3 hours. You then have to watch that stream back and edit it down, which takes like 6 to 9 at least. So
editing, man.
Yeah. So then I was like, well, what do I enjoy doing? I play Pokemon cards competitively. I like the TCG. I'll open those on YouTube.
Right.
I've done that now.
It's like, we're already planning on buying cards. That made sense to me too. It's like, I'm going to buy the cards. I'm going to open them.
Yeah.
Might as well film it, and you get to see my reaction. Like,
of course.
It's like, why not?
So
it's a little extra work in editing, and I like to make my videos fun too. It's not just, I try not to make it a plain Jane video.
Yeah. So to your point about playing Skyweaver on YouTube.
Right.
No, I would play it on Twitch.
Okay.
I would play it on Twitch, and right now I'm having a really tough time figuring out the direction of the YouTube channel.
And you haven't been on Twitch because you've been having technical issues too, huh?
Yeah. So I've been taking a lot of time. I've been using YouTube. There are YouTubers for YouTubers who talk about how to grow a channel, what to do, how to make thumbnails. And I've last night I literally took 3 pages of note as I'm listening to this guy's video, and I'm really just honing in on the new direction of the YouTube channel. It's not opening Pokemon cards anymore, so what is it? And I'm just trying to find that niche. I don't know.
The reason I bring it up is because I have a cousin, Clayton, Cole's younger brother.
Oh, okay. I don't know him.
2 or 3 years younger than you. Anyways, he's got 2 YouTube channels. One of them, his first one, is very successful. He started it when he was like freaking 10, 11, 12 years old or something like that. And it's called, I think, BMX Lifestyle or something like that. And he's a BMXer and stuff, so he'll film that every once in a while. But where he got a lot of his success on that channel, he's got over 5,000 subscribers, and he makes $100, $200 a month or something.
Nice.
But he would be like a beta tester of games, and he would just film himself trying these games out. You know what I mean? And he got a lot of success, just people watching him play beta games, and he still has that channel. He started a new channel because he completely renovated a van and turned into a house van, and now he's living in it, and he's actually in Arizona right now, believe it or not. He's just fucking going all over, and he created a YouTube channel for that as well. It looks good, but he's only got a couple videos up. It's not popular yet, I think it will be really successful if he really commits to it. But I just want to bring that up because you brought the beta game out, and I know he had a lot of success off that. He still works on that channel. Actually, he'll probably put a random video out of him playing games every once in a while just to keep that channel going.
Yeah.
And it still pays him money every month.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't figured out what I want to do. I like what we're doing on this channel, and that keeps me happy. That keeps me motivated.
This has been the focus for so long, but I finally what happened was I had that shitty computer. I don't know if people know this, but I when I started that YouTube channel up recently, last year, I had a really terrible computer that was in a milk crate because it was a Dell desktop, but we modified it and put a 1080 graphics card in it, but the 1080 don't fit in that little Dell, so we had to put it outside. We had to have connectors running outside, and then we just put it on a milk crate and zip tied it on it. And I was editing videos on that, no problem, because I was psyched to have it. And then I upgraded my computer. Now it's beautiful. It's got the whole case and everything. And I just been gaming for the last couple months and doing a lot of this YouTube here. I was more concentrating on what we can do here. But I finally downloaded the softwares I needed to, and finally started updating some of my channel. I got 3 channels right now. And Dalton, Dumpster Diamonds, and Sultan of Sway, and they all can have their own success easily. And I think I might even do an ASMR channel, man. I don't know, man. We'll see. What do you think, people? ASMR, Sulty,
that would be incredible.
Sultan's ASMR.
Yeah, that'd be so good.
It probably won't have my face in it. It's probably just gonna have my girlfriend's face in it, and I'm just gonna be massaging her face or something. I don't know. I'm not pretty enough.
Yeah, and maybe think about posting to Pornhub too while you're at it.
I don't know if you noticed this. We got that Omegle video out with the girls that kissed, and that is already one of our top review videos. However you want to classify those videos.
That's true.
I think Sex sells, apparently.
It certainly does. And I can't tell you how difficult it was to show them in the thumbnail, because they're in a room that's like super dark and colorful.
You did very good at that. You did very good.
I had to cut them out, and then I had to like really
change the hue or something.
Up the contrast and like fuck with just so you could tell that there were people in the video.
You know what's funny is I like it because it gives it some contrast. Like you see,
right?
It looks edited and it looks good. I'm excited. I know I'm gonna get my other channels going. I was just wondering how you were on that whole process, because I know you had mentioned
I'm doing
switching it up.
My whole thing where I over prepare and I take notes and I create lists.
Sure.
I try to make everything perfect before taking any action.
Because you had even told me that you were going to remove all of your videos, and I voted not to do that. I mentioned Mr. Beast, where he's got 9 million subscribers on his account, and you can go to his very first videos and he's in there playing Minecraft, and they're terrible, terrible videos. But I love it because you can see his progression, man. You can see he started here, and then you can see where videos started getting some views. And
okay, and I don't know. I think maybe you're right about not unlisting the videos, but I don't know that. Mm-hmm. And here's why. Let's say I actually figure out what the YouTube channel becomes, and I do enough preparation, and I'm good enough that the first new video I put out does really well, like really well. Let's say it gets 1 million views. Okay. Now those eyes who have just watched this video and liked the video are thinking about subscribing because they like videos like the one I just put out.
Right.
And then they see 60 other videos that are purely card opening content. And they're like, well, that's not me. He had one cool video, but it looks like the next one's going to be about Pokemon cards.
I feel like if you want to completely change the direction that much, that you should just make a whole new channel, because now you're downplaying what you've already made, and you've already made some amazing content, and there's videos you've already made that could definitely be millions of views. They just haven't reached the audience yet for whatever the algorithm reason is. And I can't tell you how to get there, but if you were a Leonhardt, a lot of those videos would be millions of views right now. You could keep expanding and keep growing that channel and could get there, but I don't know. I just don't think you should downplay what you've already made, because there's some videos that you should already be monetized on, but it just hasn't exploded yet, I feel.
That's very kind for you to say. Thank you.
For real. If you guys have checked out the salty soup, or not the salty soup, the
Dankus
soup, sorry.
No, it's good. I think that
there's some random videos, like when you pulled an error card, and the Charizard video, which was so well thought through and like put together. Anybody can pull a Charizard, but then you actually have a skit to it. Like there's I mean, yeah, there's some boring ones too, but I don't know. I just didn't want to like lose those. If you want to do something different, then I feel like you should still keep those. And even the Dankus soup could be the name to it, but I don't know. It's your channel and everything, but
yeah, no, I'm leaning towards. Now that you've talked to me a couple times about it, I am leaning towards keeping them. It's just I want to make sure. I overthink things. I really do. Yeah. And I want to make sure that every decision I make is the right one. I don't know. It's hard to.
My best example is Beast.
Right.
He kept his original shitty videos, and I love it. I love seeing the progression of where he started and where he's at now, and it's yeah, that's interesting. You can go back and see him as a little teenager fucking around on Minecraft, and then And then he starts doing some other things, and then and then it's all experiment, he's trying, and then you can see like, oh, at this point he was really fucking thinking about YouTube and getting views and stuff.
Yeah.
It wasn't just him fucking around on Minecraft anymore. Like, I thought that I like that. I don't know. That's me. You didn't put the timer on. We have no idea how long we've been going on.
I am worried that we've been going on for like 1.5 to 2 hours at this point.
2:18, and I got here at before 1, so we're at a solid hour.
At least.
This thing, our bird is full of water already. He's been drinking this whole time.
I'm not going to let him die either. He's going to drink until next Friday when we record. He's my new buddy. He's going to go up on a shelf or something.
It's pretty cool, right? I thought that would be a good addition to the podcast.
Yeah,
man.
I like him.
It's a little bit of eye candy. Like, what the fuck is that in the... We'll put it up here. What the fuck is that in the corner?
Since this video is going to be such a nightmare edit with all the dog issues.
Oh, it's terrible. I'm sorry.
I will edit a little. I'll edit a little more hardcore. Like when he drinks, maybe I'll zoom it into his face or something.
It's pretty cool. It's entertaining.
All right, let's end this. I gotta get to that conference.
For sure. Oh wait, cheers! 21st podcast.
21st, old enough to drink.
We are mature adults now, right? No. I don't know. 21 is not mature, is it? Cheers, birdie.
All right, comment, sub.